Hello and welcome to Rewired by Parul. Today I want to start with Karen. For 16 years, Karen always had some title on her email signature. It was her introduction at conferences, the badge on her LinkedIn, even the thing her parents would brag about at weddings. Then one morning, her boss asked her to step into a meeting. By afternoon, that title was gone. Restructuring, downsizing, cost saving, whatever word they used didn't matter. What mattered was that Karen walked out of that office carrying just an identity crisis. Because here's the real question she couldn't shake: who am I if I'm not this title? And I want you to sit with that for a second. Because whether you've lost a job, stepped off a career track, or even just taken a break, you felt it too. And it's not just job loss. I've seen women step away on sabbatical to care for aging parents and whisper, I don't even know how to reintroduce myself at dinner party anymore. I've seen founders shut down startups and say, when people ask what I do, I freeze. Do I say I failed? Do I say I'm in between? Do I lie? On Reddit, threads are full of questions like, how do you explain a gap without sounding broken? Or why does it feel like my worth vanished the moment my job title did? These aren't small worries, they are identity earthquakes. Here's what most people don't realize: when titles end, the first thing that collapses isn't your career, it's your mind. Neuroscience tells us the brain wires identity through repetition. You see VP of marketing under your name every day, your neurons fire together and they wire together. That loop becomes who you think you are. So when that title disappears, your brain registers it as danger. Cortisol spikes, anxiety takes over. You don't just lose a job, you lose the loop that's been telling you who you are. That's why you feel disoriented. Why you wake up and wonder, what do I even wear if I'm not going into that office? It's not drama, it's neuroplasticity at work. And if you've ever thought, why am I crying over an email signature? You're not weak, you're human. Studies in organizational psychology show that job loss or identity disruption registers in brain in the same region that process grief. Titles ending can feel like small death, not because of the paycheck, but because of the story you've been living. But here's the hopeful part: if neurons wire through repetition, they can also rewire. You can reframe the mind, you can build a new loop. This is where MAP comes in. Think of your career like GPS. You put in a destination, you follow the road. But if one road is blocked, your GPS doesn't shut down, it recalculates. You don't lose the journey, you find another way. Karen thought she had lost her road. But 3 months later, she was in fractional leadership role working with two companies instead of one. She had also started thinking about a small side hustle, testing an idea she had shared for years. Her title had ended, but her power, it was multiplying. And here's the irony: companies that were so quick to cut costs by cutting people are already beginning to feel the other side of disruption. A 2024 Deloitte study found that 62% of executives now say retaining full time employees long term is harder than finding freelancers. The same leaders who once asked, how do we trim headcount, are now asking, where do we find loyalty? But loyalty doesn't live in cubicle anymore. It lives in choice, in portfolio careers, in people like Karen who no longer depend on one company to define them. Karen isn't an outlier. The World Economic Forum predicts that 1.1 billion jobs will be disrupted this decade. Titles will end again and again. Research from McKinsey shows that women, especially, face higher disruption risk. Nearly 1 in 4 are in roles heavily exposed to automation. But here's the twist: the very disruption that ends in title can also open doors. Fractional work, portfolio careers, entrepreneurship. These are not backup plans. In 2030, we won't ask, what's your job? We'll ask, what's your mix? Podcasts like The Portfolio Life are already filled with voices saying, I don't have one boss, I have 5 clients. And Harvard Business Review recently called the portfolio professional the fastest growing identity in work. For companies, this means something radical. The era of 30-year loyal employees is over. The new talent pipeline is fluid, project based, and borderless. Back to Karen. At first, she froze. She scrolled job boards, applied for roles she didn't even want because her mind was still stuck on the old loop. Find the next title fast. But here's where the shift happened. Instead of rushing into any role, she paused. She worked with a mentor. She realized she was strong in crisis management. She had a network in two industries, not one. She could offer value without being tied to one single company. That's when she said yes to her first fractional role. It paid less per month than her old job, but when she added the second, she had not just replaced her income but built freedom. It wasn't about quick money, it was about reclaiming creative space, about testing our ideas without waiting for permission. And that's power. And notice, Karen didn't do this in one leap, she did it in layers. This is something many women miss. Your next step doesn't have to be big jump. It can be three small steps: a fractional role, a freelance project, a creative experiment. Over time, those steps don't just add up, they multiply. So, what does Karen's story mean for you? It means this: your mind will try to tell you that the title is your identity. Don't believe it. Rewire it. Your map will look blank when the road ends. Don't panic. Redraw it. Because power doesn't sit in boardroom title. It sits in your ability to adapt, to pivot, to multiply your options. And here's the data to prove it. Fractional leadership roles in US grew by 40% in last 2 years. Side hustles aren't just for Gen Z. Over 45% of women in mid-career have one. This isn't theory, it's the shift happening right now. And here's my favorite stat. In 2023 Future Forum survey, 93% of professionals said flexibility is as important as salary when choosing work. That means titles can end, salaries can shift, but power is being redefined by freedom of choice. So if you're listening to this and you just lost a title or you fear one might be taken away, hear me clearly. Titles end, power doesn't. Your next step isn't to scramble. It's to reset your mind and redraw your map. And this is exactly why I built Rewired. Because women don't need surface level advice, they need neuroscience backed tools to rebuild clarity and confidence. Karen didn't get there alone. None of us do. So if this episode hit something in you, maybe it's time to stop chasing the next title and start building your next power. I'll leave you with this thought. Titles are borrowed, power is built. So let's get rewired.